Eric Gregory in the house. It's all you, Tom. Get it going.
Yeah, I'm
you-
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. When you guys got ready to play A&M, one quarterback or the other maybe didn't make that much of a difference. But I think in this case, if you're having to get ready for Rodgers and Wright, maybe it's different. How are y'all preparing for this game, Eric?
We're preparing for either one of them to play. So we know the other quarterback on 14, we know he likes to run the ball a little bit more. He's more athletic than the other quarterback. So we're just preparing it for both of them.
Yeah, Landon, how are they different if the Wright is the guy?
Yeah, I feel like he really likes to pull the ball a lot more, like Eric was saying. I mean, they run a lot of what's it called? I mean, he'll pull the ball a lot, get downhill quick. And I mean, but the biggest thing we're preparing for this week is for us just to play a dominant game on all stages. I mean, we got to get a win for our fans. We got to get a win for us, so we can start the run.
Gotcha. Hey, I don't know if you saw on social media, there were several guys who comment on pass rushing, and they were talking about how you put the moves to use in the Alabama game. I'm just wondering, like, if you saw any of that, and just you've also won a couple of awards this week.
Yeah, I feel like I finally fully transferred what I've worked in practice every day to the game, and I think it paid off big time. I mean, I use a lot of hands and really just had my eyes on what I was attacking.
Gotcha. Hey, Eric, Landon just touched on maybe how important the game is. Can you maybe express kind of with what y'all have gone through, how important it is and what it means to be at home and how important the game is?
It means a lot. Just get our fans back here, get their support behind us, stuff like that. And kind of like Landon said, man, we got to start our run. It really starts with us. We have to make sure our game is right, our little small details we not really too good on right now, to clean those things up to get back on that streak that we want to be on.
Thanks. I might circle back.
Trey.
Yeah, guys, just from a psychological standpoint, you've kind of been road warriors these last several weeks, and us against the world kind of mentality and stuff. And now you're at home. Is there any concern about, such a change, I guess, in mindset of, being in front of your home crowd in your home stadium, not traveling and all those things? Plus, I mean, and Mississippi State, they're 0-3 right now in conference versus you guys have been facing one, seem like ranked team after another.
Yeah, I mean, if there's any change, I'd say it's a positive change. I mean, you get your fans behind you, and we got something to fight for. I mean, we've lost 5 in a row now, and I mean, we don't want to make it 6. We want to come out there and play to the best of our abilities and get the win for the people that are in that stadium.
Yeah, kind of like Landon said, it's gonna be like more of a positive change, and just us, the players and coaches, man, we hate losing. So just to get back in our stadium around our fans and get that atmosphere there, it's going to be great for us.
Curious from both of you what you see from Mississippi State up front on the offensive line, and any philosophy changes they've had from the late Mike Leach to what they're doing now, and just personnel wise.
Yeah, as a team, I feel like they run the ball a lot more. They run the ball quite a bit, and they got a really dominant running back. And their offensive line, I think they're returning every starter, so they got a lot of age and a lot of knowledge, and they're pretty big and play well against the run. So I mean, we just got to stop the run and make them throw the ball.
Yeah. Thoughts, Eric?
You're kind of like what Landon said. They're more like you kind of see them more of a run team now, and just from the O-line standpoint, that they're long, they're tall, so they like to use their length a little bit, and they're athletic, so they'll be able to move and get to the spot that they want to get to.
What's it like when both you guys have been around a long time. Eric, you've been around a real long time, but you probably run into guys, that you face, with other, on other teams. What's it like usually when you see somebody you're familiar with and you're lined up against them? Is it like, oh, it's you again, or what's it like?
Well, not really, man. Besides the people that I played with, I mean, I've seen like some guys from LSU, Bama, stuff like that. I mean, we really don't say too much, on the opposing teams, but after the game, we'll speak a little bit.
Yeah, like Eric said, I mean, it's cool playing against people that you've played against for a while, and I mean, I think if anything, it helps you. You're able to, the type of player they are, what some of their weaknesses are, and you just got to correlate it each year and just remember those things.
Thanks, fellas.
Jackson.
Yeah, guys. I mean, against Alabama, there was really only a couple big plays, and the defense, you guys kind of held them in check. Other than that, I'm just wondering, like, when you're in a groove like that on defense and you're getting 3 and outs consistently, the way you guys had the past couple of weeks, what like specifically do you think is like the biggest key to that that's going well on the defensive side of the ball?
I think everybody's just being locked in and knowing their assignment. I mean, when we all know our assignment, we can be very dangerous. So it's just we have to keep that mindset every week and go into every game.
Landon, you have anything to follow up on that, or?
Basically what Eric said, but something I'd add on that is, I mean, I feel like we just fly around really well. Everybody that's out there wants to be out there and loves playing the game of football. So everybody's out there flying around, getting to the football. And I mean, when you got everybody around the ball, they can't make too many big plays.
Eric, Coach Pittman talked to us yesterday kind of about the value of having Landon on one side and Tree on the other, and offensive lines not being able to, key in on both. I'm curious, like, from you on the inside, can you tell like that's like a stress point for the offensive lines when you guys are going against them?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, we see a lot of we talk about it when we film and stuff like that. A lot of the tight ends come and chip, so they get a little bit draw more like, attention on them. So it kind of opens up a little stuff for us and inside, like more one-on-ones and things like that. And they also bring the quarterback to us a little bit more. Make them step up in the pocket. So it's really big for us inside.
And both of you guys have been here for a while with Hudson. I mean, what's it been like kind of watching his growth this season? I mean, I think he had a funny quote in our press conference just about how he would get blamed for everything, but this year you can't really blame him for anything. How much has it been like enjoyable watching his play improve this season?
Yeah, in my opinion, I mean, dude's always been a baller since I've been here. So, I mean, he's finally just going out there and making those big time plays that he probably hasn't made before. But from what I've known him as personally, like in practice since I got here 2 years ago, he's always been a hard worker and making big time plays.
Yeah, kind of what Landon said, but he also just looks more confident out there too. You can tell he knows what he's doing. He's more confident in his technique, and he knows the system. So I mean, you can just see that in his play.
Daniel.
Hey guys, Landon spoke to us post game and said that Coach Williams was telling y'all to remember your name before the Alabama game. Just first of all, what's his message this week? And then secondly, how has he been able to keep you all motivated week in, week out?
Man, he always he came in the meeting yesterday on Monday and his message was, I mean, you got to keep fighting. So we were just going to go into this week, fight, and I guarantee you he's going to have a lot more to say to us throughout the week. That's just, it's always going to be positivity and making sure we're, out there flying around at practice and just having a good time.
Yeah, kind of like what he said. Also, just keep working. Don't slack off. Keep our same mindset that we've been having like every week. Go out there and dominate, know our assignment, and just work.
Thanks, guys.
Tom, close out.
Yeah. Eric, what did you think of Landon's work last week? 3.5 sacks against Bama.
Man, I was ecstatic for him, man. Just seeing him out there making the plays, because like he said, he does it at practice a lot, and just seeing him transfer into the game, just knowing that he can do it. It was big. The whole D-line, the whole defense was happy for him.
Landon, what did you think when you heard you were, I think it's the Nagurski, you got the SEC defensive lineman, but you also got the Nagurski trophy this week.
I was excited. Wasn't really something that I looked into too much because I don't like thinking about that too much. I just like playing ball. So my biggest thing was, just focus on this Mississippi State game this week and trying to come out with the win.
Yeah. And what makes Woody Marks number 7? What makes him a good back?
He's really, really quick. He has great cuts and he hits the whole, runs hard. He might be, in my opinion, one of the best running backs we've seen up to this point this season. And he's just an overall great back.
Yeah. What do you think, Eric, on Woody?
Yeah, he's a tough physical runner. He's coming downhill. He's lowering his pass. He's not shying away from no tackles or one-on-one. So he's a great back. Probably the top 2 backs that we played so far this year.
All right. Thanks, y'all.
Tom? You there?
Yeah. I'm here. Hey, Isaiah, you got a first down pass and you kind of touchdown last week. What is it feeling like to, kind of be more in the flow, I guess, with the offense?
You know, it's just a blessing from God. I've been waiting for this opportunity, you know, for a long time. I've been here a year and a half, and, you know, I'm finally just seeing everything that I've been working hard for, you know, coming in front of me.
And it looks like you guys have gone a little bit more tempo and a little more quick screens to the edges. What do you think that's doing to help the offense?
I mean, y'all can see it. I mean, Bama wasn't set a lot of the times that we were running the tempo, and I mean, I really like it. I hope that we do it more in the future, and I feel like it was working.
Cool. Hey, Max, you've had a couple of really big games in a row here, 2 or 3 in a row. What's been going on for you with the punting?
I think just mentally, I think that's probably been the best thing for me, just mentally being confident, especially from being, you know, from last year, just mentally, you know, having a good routine, especially with Cam being there, and Cam's always, you know, we're roommates, so we always have a good chat and make sure that, you know, we're locked in and having a good routine before the game, and, you know, the night before has really been really good for me. So
Coach Pittman told us that when you come off the field, sometimes he keeps telling you, you're flipping the field, you're flipping the good. Well, you're why we're in this game. What does it mean to you that you're getting that kind of encouragement?
I mean, you know, I'm going to say this forever, but Coach Pitt, you know, has changed my life. Just having that confidence, I think that's a big thing for me. Being confident on the field and knowing that Coach Pitt's, you know, in my corner and, you know, wanting me to do good. And I think Coach Pitt really has, you know, changed, you know, my life and why I'm here. And, you know, Coach Pitt and, you know, same as Coach Fow, and just I want to, you know, have the best, you know, put my team in the best position, you know, to win the game. And I want to keep on doing that this year.
Okay, thanks. I might circle back at the end.
Jackson.
Yeah, Max, just you know, what was it like? How big of a difference was coming off the BYU week and the LSU week for you? And, you know, like what habits maybe have you developed or anything to kind of keep this really consistent role going for you?
Yeah, I think just having a routine. You know, I have the same routine, you know, right from when we finish Sunday until we, you know, practice from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I think just keeping that same routine and, you know, we punt Tuesday, Thursday. So just having the same routine, you know, like I said, just having that confidence and always having Coach Pitt there and Coach Found to sort of, you know, instilling that confidence in me. And like I said, just I want my team to win and giving that good field position, you know, battle to, you know, that's what we want to do.
What's it like? What's it been like watching Cam this year and, you know, working with him on a day-to-day basis? Are you ever surprised by him making, you know, a long field goal?
I'm not surprised. No, I see that every day in practice. You know, me and Cam are really good friends, and you know, he's probably the reason why I'm here right now. You know, he was the first person that, you know, picked me up from the airport when I got here, and he's, you know, changed my life. And I'm not really surprised at what he's done. He's a hard worker, and you guys obviously see that on the field, but he does a lot of stuff, you know, off the field, and that makes him what he is. So I'm really, you know, happy for him, and I'm confident that, you know, we're going to keep on, you know, the process, you know, rolling the next few weeks.
Isaiah, I know nobody with the offense is super thrilled with how the season's gone, but is there any extra level of confidence maybe this week coming out of, you know, the second half against Alabama, and even the 2 field goal drives were pretty good drives? I mean, is there any added confidence right now, or are you guys still waiting to kind of break through?
No, I just feel like the theme for this year has kind of been defeating ourselves. I feel like the teams that we've been playing have obviously been good, but whenever we're on and we're doing what we're supposed to, I mean, nobody in the country can mess with us. And whenever we start doing these penalties and, you know, missing assignments, that's whenever we start hurting ourselves. I mean, everybody on the field truly has to do their job to the fullest. And whenever you get that all done, that's whenever the big plays happen. So, I mean, I know that'll keep happening. And I mean, we're excited for this week again against Mississippi State.
Thanks, guys.
Trey.
Yeah, Isaiah, what do you see from the secondary for Mississippi State? What do they like to do, and anybody jump out to you personnel wise?
You know, Coach Enos, best play caller in the country right now, and you know, I really like what he has to do. I like what he's implementing for this week, and you know, I feel like we're gonna light it up. We're at home this week, and you know, we've missed being home. We had a long stretch. And even we were the home game, or we were the home team against A&M, but you know, that's away in Dallas and stuff. So we're just happy to be back in our own stadium.
Max, when was the first time that basically, like how did the connection with Arkansas develop? Like, did you come up here and visit before you committed and all that stuff?
I did not know. So maybe July 2020. I sort of joined the Pro Kick program. I'm thankful for Nathan Chapman and John Smith and Tim Gleason over there. They did a really good job with me. But I believe I think I graduated high school back in Australia 2020, and then I joined the academy in January 2021, and then obviously I think the first call was made maybe March of 2021, and then I believe Coach Fountain gave me the call, and I think it was like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I really didn't know what to think of a random person in the US calling me, but and then it was, do you want to come to Arkansas? And I said yes, and the next day I got my visa, and then the next day I got the offer, and there I was. So it was a really quick process, and I'm very, very blessed. Like I said just before, Coach Pitt and Coach Fountain changed my life forever.
Was it in a bit of a culture shock and everything with just big time college football and coming to a place that you hadn't been, all those kinds of things when you first got here?
Absolutely. I mean, I think when Coach Fountain said he was from Arkansas, I didn't really know what Arkansas was. I'm not going to lie, but I had to search it up and see. Obviously saw the stadium, and it was pretty cool. But I think that's probably the biggest change for me. Just I didn't really have a good sense of college football. I mean, I did. I sort of saw the college playoff and things like that. But I think there was just so much difference, in the culture and the people, and especially big SEC football is a big change. But like I said, I was up for the change, and here I am. So I'm very grateful.
You've obviously been a lot more consistent this year. Do you think any of that possibly played into some of the struggles that you had last year? I mean, we saw the big leg, but there were some inconsistencies.
Yeah, I think that played a part. I think just mentally, everything was just so new to me, especially the first few games, 80,000 people there, so everything is just so new to me. But I think just like I said before, just instilling that confidence, and I'm obviously here for a reason, and that's why Coach Fountain and Coach Pitt brought me here. I know within myself I'm willing, capable of be able to kick the ball fast. So I think just instilling confidence in myself, and just mentally having a good routine before the game, and knowing that I'm the best there is. So
yeah, how's the food here versus Australia?
Oh, it's different. There's a lot of fast food, I must admit, but I'm into fast food, so it's just so much. The meals are very, there's a lot of, I asked for like a small drink, and it's this big, so and that's good for me. I need to gain weight, so that's been a good thing for me. So
appreciate you guys.
Close it out, Tom.
Yeah, Isaiah, what the vibe in the locker room, the importance of this game this weekend, what's it like?
I feel like we got a good vibe in the locker room. I'm around more offensive guys usually, but I mean, I feel like we know the tasks that we have at hand, and we got to win, and everybody knows that. Everybody's working hard this week, and I like the team that we got.
Yeah, Max, that's what Coach Pittman said on Monday. We've got to win this game. Can you sense that with your teammates?
Absolutely. I think Monday was probably our best practice, for the whole year, especially a Monday practice, and I think we know that this is a must-win game, and having those fans there is really going to help us, and we need our fans to be there on Saturday because we know it's a must-win, and the more the fans are, the better we play. So I'm really hoping that people there, and we know this is a must-win game for our team, and sort of for the next few weeks we sort of need to start off here, and then we're going to finish strong.
Yeah, Isaiah, that touchdown pass you caught, KJ really ripped that one right over a linebacker's hand. Can you maybe talk about the timing and how that play came together for you?
We're watching film on them, and we kind of saw that look, and we implemented the play, and we were driving, and there was a pass to Tyrus that ended up getting called for a penalty, and so that brought us into the red zone. They called me in, and I just knew what I had to do. That if the ball was thrown to me, that I had to come down with it. I had to do whatever I needed to, and it finally happened, and it was just like it was one of the best moments of my life. I finally just saw what a year and a half of hard work had done for me, and it was just very rewarding.
Y'all are just coming off a really tough 4-game stretch. I don't think anybody in the country's played anything like the 4 games you just had, and then you're playing a team that's coming off of a bye. Does it feel like maybe sometimes you just don't catch a break from the scheduling?
I mean, kind of, but I mean, it's the SEC, so this is what we signed up for. We knew that we'd be playing the best, and that's what we want. We're not trying to back away from competition or anything. So, I mean, we're happy for it.
All right, that's all I got. Thanks.
Good stuff, guys. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.